Do you think Inkrat plays maybe like a Kunkka?
I was thinking about Kunkka when they banned out the Razor, actually. I could see that being kind of cool.
Might be something.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of need a little bit more of that control.
Mm-hmm.
It's not perfect, but you're laning versus Lena, so nobody's really gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I think that you can deal with the lane okay, and you can like go farm the small camp and stuff, and it kind of works out okay for you.
We also have the Puck still in the pool too. He did play a really good Puck yesterday. Kind of stacks up fairly well with Mars and everything, just like lots of catch and control. Then they need the big damage in the end of probably the
Right.
Terrorblade-esque hero.
Yeah.
They could even pick the Terrorblade now if they want to. Like, sure, there's a Shadow Demon, but I think overall it's fine. Oh, the monkey.
That is
Okay.
interesting.
Mars
Very
mid,
interesting.
maybe? Or it could just be, the Lena, or the monkey one as well.
I like the lane a lot of Monkey 4 and DP 3.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
kind of
think
what I'm wondering.
Mars mid to me sounds pretty good. I don't know how that matchup is against Lena though, but
I feel like it's probably fine with Bulwark.
yeah. Okay. So Monkey DP to me sounds good. They're going up against a Bane lane with, as yet to be determined, safe lane hero. And first pick going to outsiders in this last phase.
People
what
have
do
been
they need?
highlighting a lot of Dahak's heroes, where he's been like dodging all of the agi, right? Like he's playing like Visage and he's playing
Yeah.
Nature's Prophet and stuff. I feel like one of those heroes might actually be the play here for outsiders, but I don't
Okay.
know if that's something that they're comfortable running, because that's it's a very different style than just picking your more traditional carry hero. Like they just played Anti-Mage last game, but if they picked something along those lines, I feel like they could really run this game down.
Okay. And just try and like be as fast paced as they possibly can, and play around the bots, Lena pushing out side lanes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like the support duo of Pugna and Death Prophet, when you first hit your timing of like 10 minutes, you get a tome on the supports, and like let's say Bane and Shadow Demon are both level 6, and they start running at you. I don't think Pugna and Death Prophet are really capable of dealing with that. And so if you have a position 1 that facilitates that type of Dota, it could go really well for them. Like they banned the Bloodseeker. I think that's a good
Yeah.
example. Just something fast.
Right. I don't know if Pure plays a Visage, but that there are a bunch of other heroes that fit that archetype. And then on the side of MindGames, likely just trying to augment whatever they have with some other hero that keeps things stable. I still like the idea of maybe an illusion hero, but maybe you're like sort of set too much towards the late game if you do that. I guess if you have Mars mid, he can like be active and make space. Like a PL or something sounds kind of cool.
I think they're probably going to pick a 3. I think the Beastmaster band's on the right point.
Oh, you think that's going to be Monkey 1?
Yeah, I think they are, but I mean
Okay.
they're just covering their bases, right? They banned the Ink Red Puck anyway because it was really good before and it would be playable. I mean that's they prefer second pick.
Yeah.
Bignum's been opting for that in the lobbies, so outsiders just kind of respecting the fact that they could really go anywhere with this.
Okay. And a ban out there of the Faceless Void. They take the sniper again.
Okay,
This is the pure sniper. We'll see how he does with it.
that was his specialty when he first came onto the
Into
scene.
Mars? Is that good?
It's got some issues, but shrapnel's pretty cool.
That's true.
Hit everyone else.
At 30 minutes, you're shrapneling. Just like the sniper.
I've solved it.
Guys, I'm coming. Bang, bang. Shoot it into the air. All right, what are you taking in MindGames? Oh, you know what? Spectre. Dang it. No, Brood is cool.
Let's go.
Brood is interesting.
All right. That's we're down a game. We're trying to stay in the uppers. They're going for the Petashara Brood.
Okay. So is this position 1? Yeah, position 1 Monkey. And Grad playing on the Mars. And so who do they pair with Petushara? I mean, they're taking a while to figure out what
They're
the
thinking
lane they
about it.
want. They're seeing what they want to do.
Who will he be
Interesting.
laning into? One would assume the Sniper and the Bane. So I guess the Pugna, because you just like keep hitting the Bane because you outrange him and you're faster.
Okay. I guess.
Ooh.
It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one.
I think it's because you're faster, Pugna. You can also like run and do stacks and stuff a little bit easier as well.
Okay.
Plus the DP monkey lane seems really good.
Yeah, agreed. That combo together will be really nice. Well, we got
Pugna monkey has some issues, you know.
True. I am very impressed. Last pick, Broodmother. Is it disgusting enough to win though? That's the big question mark.
There's only one way to find out. It turns out.
Well, how's that?
We just start the game we play.
Okay, I can't do that though. Unfortunately, casters don't control the start of the game anymore. You know, we used to, but not anymore.
Yeah, we lost that power, did we?
People are overusing it. I heard there are a few Reddit threads. You know.
Never forget. Merlini paused.
Oh. 1-0 opening, and for now at least, when I'm thinking about the way that this game goes, very much feels like this Broodmother needs to get off to a hot start taking over the map, farming her own ancients, taking that tier 1 tower. And then the big question mark for me is how do outsiders sort of make the game drag out? How do they hold on? Because like the spiders, you know, they have magic resistance now. It's annoying stuff to deal with. So get ready to hop into this.
Time indeed. It's pretty one-dimensional looking game, huh? Once you see the Broodmother,
yeah.
It becomes like the full focus of everything. You look towards it. How does the lane go? And well, much like we talked about the Nulls last game, let's go over a quick refresher on Brood if you haven't watched Dota in a while. Broodmother is no longer summoning spiders right at the start of the game. It's no longer all about her multiple units and dealing with those at the start. It's much more now about dealing with what happens when she hits level 6. And she gets a big nuke, and that's what helps her gather up her spiders. And what she wants to do is swarm your tower and just like steal your tier 1 tower and also start pressuring into your tier 2 on the early end. So it's important when you're playing up against the Broodmother to be extremely ready for that level 6 timing and to also watch out for the enemy team rotating to pair with that level 6 timing because they want to enable that as fast as possible before you're ready to respond to it. So that's going to be like the big key point of this early game.
Okay. Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Petishar, they're coming early, but they get Bignum instead. And no, that'd have been cool, but no such luck. It is GPK that gets the last hit. So first blood going his direction.
Let's see if I guess with losing a hero, they're probably not going to get their patented 3 runes this time.
No,
they just have to settle for the 2. So again, we're going evens.
Okay.
And the setups look as expected. Slayer might run bottom for an attempt on the... Oh, he's actually maybe just dewarding? No, he doesn't have his courier coming out. I don't know. He's trying to go for perhaps like a first blood play or something in the bottom lane, but he is scheduled by this ward on the pillar. So Agent Cluckles is heading solo up top there.
He'll be fine, surely.
Oh, they had a ward. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
they had a dire ward. They see the fact that it's a tri-lane. I understand.
Okay, so full-on tri-lane with the Broodmother. A bit weird, but we'll see how they do. I mean, the Bane, obviously amazing in these situations. Shadow Demon, not quite as much unless you can, like, sort of trap somebody in disruption. We'll see how they do.
Bignum is doing great so far. He's hitting multiple heroes with the Nether Blast, too. And once the Spirit Sight is out from Slayer, it could also get pretty aggressive. Going to go for the body block. DP's so good at this. I love support DP for just running into camps because you can't force her out. Because the counter to DP is running away from the Siphon, right? Like, it's I mean, obviously she's only level 1 for now, but she's still good at controlling space. Then she gets... That's huge. Getting a courier kill that early.
That was Tango's. That was something to watch for, and they're TPing out immediately. Okay, so Yemich going to head up top and try and force it back. I mean, it's a tough lane going against the Monkey King. We'll see if they break down this tri-lane now. Yeah, Slayer starts heading on up, and so a TP, and we're devolving back afterwards. So a good job from MindGames to not get, like, completely bullied out early. That ward scouting that they were tri-laning on outside is really important.
Yeah, and as you said, like, Monkey versus DK, not really something you can sort of leave. So in the end, MindGames probably knew that this is something they'll have to break up, so they don't have to, like, risk it too hard.
Yeah.
It is annoying for Bignum because he's still level 1 on the Pugna.
Right. As Slayer is pushing back the Shadow Demon, trying to stack up this camp, and they immediately drop down a Sentry Ward. That blocks it, and catching a Hurricane on his way out as well. A little annoying. Meanwhile, down bottom, Petishara keeps on getting plinked here by the combo of the sniper and the Bane moving in and brain sapping consistently, and already 11-4 versus just 5-1 on Pedushara.
Well, at least the that mid lane's doing kind of fine as expected. I mean, it's fine as one can do versus Lina, right? You know, playing the Mars, he's just 1-1-1. He's a-okay. Not the best mid hero compared to the other, you know, the more standard ones, like in terms of like clearing out neutrals and everything. But Mars does all right. He's got some AoE. He can farm up the small camp a little bit. He's just looking to make it to 6 and then make some plays, right? That'll be the goal for Ankrat's Mars.
Yeah. Spear pushes down to the low ground, actually away from GPK, and keeps on tanking through that bulwark there as well. So a nice little bit of damage soaked up as well. At least in the early goings, these lanings are looking amazing for outsiders. The only one that's really having a decent time is Monkey King. I mean, he's getting stunned now, bullied back by GPK. Outsiders are killing it.
Yeah, I think MindGames just need to keep things stable. Like, wait for their timing on Pedushara and see if they can collapse on this tower. That'll be the goal. That courier's going to die again. At least it didn't deliver its items this time.
Yeah,
that is really bad news for Pure. Because he needs that courier coming in from the Bane over and over so that he doesn't have to buy the regen.
Looking for the shrapnel. Pedushara getting punched and dropping real low. Ooh, is it quite going to be enough to live through it? Walks back the other direction, tries to go in for the Silken Boa onto Pure, but not enough damage, so ends up losing his life on the Broodmother. These lanes definitely not going the way that MindGames wanted it to go. Let's see the start.
Yeah, and then of course you have to worry about GPK having another decent start in the mid lane. And so if you think about this whole plan and the way that they need to execute with their Broodmother when they hit 6 there, Alina showing up is, it's not as scary as like maybe a Queen of Pain or a Puck who can just, they have that high mobility and then like Dream Coil and easier to execute AoE damage. But Lina still someone that can show up and just like nuke you down, right, if the Brood's not careful. But speaking of getting nuked down, Pure getting low.
Can he get the kill? They will. Bignum comes on in and gets the last little touch. The Pedushara finding a little bit of life for himself back in this game. Again, he's like a full level almost behind the sniper, but kind of what's needed. And God, GPK is just so good in this mid. I mean, again, I thought the matchup might be a little bit rough, but this is, I mean, he's doubled up on CS. And I think some of those were like small camps coming from the Mars as well. That's rough.
He's a pretty rich Lina. Yeah. It's, you know, at least you're not giving away any kills, but at a certain point, what does it really matter if he's getting this fat? Yeah. The 6-minute rune is going to be a rather scary sight if it's gifted over to GPK. If that thing's like a haste rune or something, they could be in big trouble.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And that you can see already, Bignum's coming down. He's like, okay, we are not giving this up. There's no chance that we're going to let you get a free rune on there. Or at least gets the vision down so that you can spot which direction GPK is going to head to. As, again, Hakoda backs away, and I think is going to try and get a ward down here, potentially. Yeah, gets one down over on the medium camp, actually. Looking for any rotations. Very interesting positioning as Banishment, GPK, LSA there for the follow-up. Couple quick punches, and Slayer, oh my god, Death Prophet is insane. She got the freaking haste deny. Okay. That was so important.
That is important, because that's literally what I just did not want to happen with GPK getting a haste route, because then someone else is guaranteed to die once Laguna's right back up. So at least now there's some hope for you at this point. But gifting off a kill of one of the supports, not great, but hey, at least it's not one of your cores here. As Pedushara is getting closer, 5.5. And it is a sniper, keep in mind. This is a hero who doesn't do great heading to the jungle early. Has at least gotten like an okay start. But you don't really want to lose this tower on the earlier end. So I'm expecting a lot of defensive play in that bottom lane.
Absolutely. No, totally. It's the way to go. And I mean, again, those rotations that we can see, if they're defensive, it's still just as likely as a chance for killing Pedushara if he starts diving, even with the spiders. Also, should keep in mind, Image there on the Shadow Demon, stacking up the camps. We've got, what, 3 now on the hard camp and 2 on the Ancients. Thank you very much, Pythian. Appreciate that. I need help every now and then.
Math is
The
tough, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Counting is hard. Yes, thank you.
All right, it's begun. Ankrad's here. This range creep. Oh, he split the XP with the Mars, so he didn't get 6.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Busted.
And
they're also tipping
dude, they're
Ankrad right now.
so ready. They are so ready for this. They know exactly what's happening.
I mean, everyone knows this is the game. Like, he's running over. All right, he's got the XP. It's time.
Yeah.
Let the spiders flow. Meanwhile, GBK is just farming up a storm, and they're just going to let it go. Pierre's just heading to the jungle. They're deciding this isn't really worth it. Ankrad is pretty annoyed. He wasted so much time. But DP is catching mid, so she'll be pretty close to 6 by the time the 10 happens.
And if there's a hero that you
not
want
killed.
to sort of soak up that extra XP, it's definitely the Death Prophet, right? Get like one good item on this hero, and things are looking amazing.
Well, I think she's not gonna be that relevant for the bottom tower 1 push or tier 1 push because like they can just do that right now with the brood. But maybe for the tier 2, it comes into play.
Agreed. Yeah, you can pop that, or for mid. Mid is the other big thing that they could go for there. And on the as good as like GPK's lane has gone, and you can see very clearly ahead of any other hero in the game. There is still this danger that like if they don't take this top tier 1 tower away from MindGames, suddenly you're in a position where like maybe the map starts to feel a little condensed with the tier 1 tower dead bottom. So I'd like to see Outsiders maybe go for a pressure up top in a little bit here.
I love the wards they're dropping down here too. Like they've got one inside this camp now, scanning out the brood. It's to let Pure know that it might be time to head on out of here.
Right.
But they want to take this jungle fully away and start the squeeze. And the only way to relieve this pressure is to take that top tower. So they definitely got to bring GPK up here, pop the ulti on the DK. And the problem with the brood though is that she isn't a hero that can rotate. Like she's not going to be there to play defensively to try and hold that tower. So it's all going to come down to Ankrad's arena.
Yeah.
But they should know this is happening. Like, this is a pretty telegraphed play. I doubt they're going to gank mid. I'd be pretty surprised if they manage to actually catch Ankrad here. Yep, nope. Like I said, be very surprised. Pretty much impossible. All right, there's the silence. Nice save.
Well done.
Did have to arena, unfortunately, though. And that means that the top push will be a lot easier. No real chance at a save there. And instead, Hakoda's just going to move in and start warning up and trying to keep an eye on where this monkey's off to.
Yeah, dodge the dangerous points in the game, make the windows when MindGames can actually punish smaller, and just keep this pressure on whenever possible. Ooh, they got the Nightmare onto 1. They've got level 6 on Bane. This could be bad. GPK moves on in, but it's a DD stolen by Slayer.
He's
really well played.
Steals.
Dude. Really
that's
important.
So big. I'd love to see the tome on Slayer, and they just run bottom. I feel like that's actually viable. And they just like swarm it with spiders and with exorcism and see what Outsiders do. Because like before the blink's out on DK, I feel like that's actually hard for them to punish.
No, it's true. It looks like the call is to head mid though a little bit. The lines are being drawn and there is the spiders already over. But I agree that like it can bounce at the very least between these two sides. Pure is down here also is up top. They find the Death Prophet. Don't have level 6 onto Bane. Slayer able to Spirit Siphon and then just run away.
I'm really surprised he's getting away with that. I guess that's that early XP in the mid lane helping out, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yamich, though, 3 points in the Shadow Poison here, so just like spamming out the wave. Very difficult for Ankrad to do anything about that.
Right. I don't know. Maybe MindGames are also comfortable just farming for a little bit and trying to get into their items.
Well, Brood wants a little bit of help, right?
Yeah.
Going towards that pipe there, help protect everything from the Lina. Shielding her dear children.
Dude, they're disgusting.
Jeez, I've pretty much got a Brood at this point. I should start playing this hero.
There you go.
I'll be the Brood Papa.
Smoke around. Yamich in some trouble. Gonna get found, and they have exorcism if they want to pop it, or can just go and hit the creeps with the building. Ooh, though the spiders are starting to die. Yeah, now they got to back out a little bit. A little scary. Wait, are Outsiders going to take mid instead? Wait,
all
what?
The towers just completely cleared, and they're just like, oh, guys, our side of the river, I guess?
Oh, good jump out afterwards. You know, making the play. Boundless out. Do they have anything else? Dude, so many heroes mid. There are literally 10 heroes mid. And the tower's dead. Oh, God. All right. It has not gone the way that they thought it would for MindGames. They lose mid tier 1 now.
Interesting. Well,
strange.
GPK's got the bots now, so that pressure on that bottom lane is going to be much harder to achieve now. Because he's just going to be flying all around the map. He's got his bots and into almost his BKB. That'll be like the total safety of TPing bottom. And the Blink Dagger is now out on DM. So they've had a crucial timing now for outsiders where they can't be as free on the map now from the Brood because, you know, obviously it's Petashar can just get grabbed at pretty much any moment. Has good vision inside that jungle area, but you know the supports are coming because that's like once you feel like you can actually fight in this area now, it's up to the supports to come clear this vision and start getting some defensive wards down so they can actually hunt the spider.
Well, and they are heading over this direction. Hakoda nearby, smoked up. And Petashar is up there as well. They're bringing more bottom. Ingrad's here. And revealing themselves as the smoke wears out. It looks like it will be the rest of outsiders retreating it back a little bit. A little ways.
I'm curious for Hakoda wards.
Yeah.
I don't like the river ward here because you're trying to catch Brood, but... Oh, he goes for the in the camp ward. Okay.
Weird.
Wants to keep it away from the Brood and keep an eye on it. He might have misclicked the ledge because he pinged it instantly, but I don't. That seems very unlikely, so... He's done a couple of wards in camps lately.
Yeah, you can't even, I don't think, get it one onto that ledge without it being in, unless you're like placing it over on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
But regardless, 2,000 gold lead now for outsiders. And it's, again, been sort of like this chess game positioning, it feels like, back and forth. And we haven't really seen any big engagements. Only 5 kills in 14 minutes.
To me, the pacing right now feels like it definitely favors outsiders. I'm not really scared about scaling issues or something. MindGames have like a one timing they're going to try and hit when like Brood has an item and everyone kind of hits one item. They're going to go for the fight. And a lot of that's going to depend on how DM plays out because DM's only item right now is the blink. And so it's crucial on his initiation as to how relevant he's going to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Blink doesn't actually give you any sweet stats or anything if you get jumped first.
Well, thankfully, as a DK, he's got all the stats in the world.
That is true. They will not have a Bane very soon, though. Hakoda just going to walk into 3 heroes here. Typical Bane scouting mission here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sure.
Not good enough. He has 4 points in Nightmare. That's really interesting.
That's the Lena Boots of Travel build.
Yeah.
That's what I call that. GBK, I found one.
Come kill them.
Yeah, going fishing, you know?
Exorcism at 15 minutes. MindGames need to take this tier 1 here. I mean, it's tough, right? Like, this is obviously what you want to do as MindGames, but you would love for this to have happened a little bit earlier. We'll see if it ends up mattering. Yeah, that's true.
It's not too bad. They're in here. They're in the jungle. They're closing in on the pipe for the Brood, so they can start grouping up a little bit more. Try and force down a tier 2. Get in an outpost.
Pure
is not safe still, right?
Ingrad, what is that? In some trouble, but GPK on the other side, they're fighting all the rest of them. Pure just turns and now is going to try and bring down everybody. The Banish is there. They kill off the Pugna ward. Oh, GPK went on the top side. And now on the other hand, they find Petashara. Oh, no. MindGames. Not how it was supposed to go.
That was such a disaster. He gets the blink stun initiation on the sniper. It looks great, but unfortunately, the rest of the team can't get there because they don't have that same mobility. So they get stuck in behind. They decide to disengage, and while they're disengaging, Hakoda gets the Fiend's Grip onto the Brood. So instead of just getting the single kill on the Mars, they get the double core kill.
Big plays. Wow.
Yeah. And they're there feeling that pressure. That's very rough.
Yeah. I mean, again, upper bracket. So even if they lose at this point, it's not out of the tournament, but it's got to be, frustrating at this stage.
I would rather take the short road to the major, you know?
That's true. That is a fair statement. Yeah, good point. Well, in the meantime, we have everybody spread out on outsiders, pushing out all of these lanes. Top side, there's a catapult that's hitting the tier 2 just freely. And nobody's really able to get over there and defend it at this point for MindGames. So free damage onto the buildings. And the lead, we'll see if it continues to grow or not, but right now at least, things looking very good for them. Next tier of neutrals up as well. So we hit the 17-minute mark, and will Pedushar run into some trouble here? Oh, scouting.
I always feel
Coda?
bad when they haven't taken more territory on Brood at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Feels like you've really missed a window here, and the defensive BKB from GPK makes it really hard to actually punish. And DM's gonna have the the Agnum shard soon, so with the fireball, that means that GBK doesn't have to come back down here anymore. It can just be DM on the Dragonite, and I don't think they can kill him.
No, it's incredibly difficult. Obviously,
also,
all the
Slayer has just been top this whole game. Like every time I look, Slayer's just like pushing this top wave. And it's finally gonna get punished for it, but honestly, it's level 9. It's doing all right for support.
True. Yeah, and I mean, it's the power of Death Prophet. Eventually, if they bring multiples, you're going to die. But the question is, can they actually get any punish on the backside of this? There's a chance that they see it. It's also worth noting that, as you mentioned, that pipe done for Pedushara, they're going to, on the side of MindGames, try and push out bottom and secure a tier 2 of their own.
I feel like their hope now is just some crazy huge Monkey King.
Yeah.
That seems like you get some really good arenas off, and you're able to trap in the sniper and just try and win the fight that way. But not going to be easy. That I can say. There's going to be nightmare saves. There's going to be disruption saves. There's going to be Alina, who's going to be standing very tall with a BKB, and it's going to be hard to bring down now. Also into the Shadow Blade here with the Brigand's Blade. So there's a ton of right-click damage coming from GPK right now.
All right. Oh, man. Down bottom. After they take that tower, the spiders drop very low in spite of the pipe. But they still have a big army of it. Tried to move in and pressure this tower immediately. It gets rebuffed. But Outsiders take over the Dire Jungle, take over the outpost, and now DM's starting to get scouted up on Slayer again. Slayer reveals himself. They know he's in there. DM gonna head through the jungle and start looking. Hello, hello, how are you? Quick jump and the kill. Are they just gonna go high ground?
I don't
maybe
know.
that's
Help.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely can just like
canceled it.
head back and go for a Roche too. There's really no point poking this high ground. I don't see why you want someone to get like blink speared. There's really no benefit to hit this building. Like you can force all the heroes back. That's the best thing you can do.
They're literally about to kill Ankred. Oh no. Yeah, stun, right clicks, Laguna Blade, and dead. Yep.
All right. All right.
That's pretty rough.
I definitely thought more heroes would be back there in time, but easy peasy. Yep, great ward. Makes it super simple.
Oh, they
really waited for that. I was like, they'll go back, they'll farm, they'll push out. Nope.
5,000 gold lead. The last couple of minutes, I mean, it's just actually the entire game been a slow, steady increase and rise in the probability of Outsiders winning this. And right now they're looking very, very good to move on in this tournament here. Hey, there it is. Death Prophet Midas.
That's what Slayer's been working on this whole time. All right, so
let's go.
What is the point of a Midas, Lyrical? Why is he buying Midas on Death Prophet?
I mean, it makes a really nice noise when you click it on creeps.
Oh, is that what? Oh,
it's really good.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people make the mistake of Midas in terms of it's not just about the gold, right? It's about the XP. Surely that's what Slayer's thinking right now, right?
Yeah.
He wants levels. He needs his spells to be more powerful. He wants to be more relevant. So, yeah, sure, there's a gold investment, but it's the only way to actually purchase XP outside of Tome. Now, you can make the argument of, I can't buy things that make me farm faster. Well, sure, maybe as a carry, but as a support, you don't actually get, like, that many units. So with the limited units you have, you can actually increase that XP with the Midas.
And, the other big thing that you got to keep in mind is that on the side of Outsiders, they got a Philly. MindGames, not got one, but now they do Philly in the form of the Midas.
Made it myself.
Exactly.
BKB complete high five sniper. Oh, that's not great.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, disassemble on the Dragonlance there to get that thing nice and early so they are combat ready. Slayer doing a smoked loop around the pit here and going to find himself popping his smoke wall inside Roche.
Jumps in.
Surprise.
Ankred, they have the Pugna ward already down.
Midas Roche.
Oh, ain't gonna happen.
Oh, he had
And-
Lincoln's. Otherwise, he could have,
That's true.
yeah, clearly that would have worked.
Dino. Oh, they found
no.
him. Up on the high ground, but the spear over to the side, trying to
Decrep
save a
save?
life. Will it be enough? Bignum is there for the heals and the BKB afterwards. They drop down the Wukongs. It's not going to be enough. On the other side, they're just gripping him. And all right, grip on the heal coming from Bignum, but eventually Dino's going to die to the right clicks from the sniper. Plinking away. Inkrat also hoping to survive through this. They're all so low on MindGames, and one by one, they're eventually going to fall. Will they be able to get the kill on the Brood? No, can't quite get her. That Pugna Ward did a lot, but it wasn't enough.
And Petashar at least able to TP out at the end, but just overwhelming damage from that sniper. Just plinking away, tossing out the shrapnels. Did 4K of the 8K damage, so yeah. Great start to the fight. Like, on the one hand, I understand how Slayer's like trying to bait so that they'll like jump in and commit, but it was a pretty soft commit. It was just the DK. Hops in, gets the pretty free kill onto the Death Prophet, and they almost hit the turnaround. That was some nice plays there, but Hakoda really clutched out that fight. Gets the Nightmare on the Bane to disable those saves for a little while, and then eventually gets the Fiend's Grip onto the Monkey King when he's trying to focus down GPK, who will now be further covered with the Aegis of the Immortal.
5-0-4 so far. GPK has been a monster. And I think next couple of minutes are going to be really pivotal. We've seen MindGames in the past be able to like clutch out these comeback victories, been able to push the game to the later stages. But this feels like the moment where if they can maybe weather this storm on the other side of it, your Midas Death Prophet starts coming online. There's a dream there, Trent. But they've got to get through the dangerous territory right now. Hakoda, they find the kill onto the Bane. That's a good start.
Hitting somewhere. It's Depressed Kid, though. Invis with that Silver Edge. Hunting for Dino. LSA, oh my god. He almost got him with the tree break. He stunned him mid-air. He had just jumped off the tree. Or he would have been dead.
Oh, GPK anticipating where they go next. Yeah, and they back out afterwards. GPK just killing all the spiders. Squishing the bugs. Blink Dagger next. Done. Interesting. Very interesting. And already shard done on Pedushara. So the Silken Boa AoE. And then next thing coming up is going to be that Aghanim Scepter for the Spinner's Snare. Which is one of the, I think, abilities that has been least used to its maximum effect so far. But it's also undetermined what that effect will be, if anything.
Yeah, it's a little... I guess like controversial in some sense in terms of like the actual like Brood players. I feel like some of them really got into it when it was being spammed for a while and then sort of abandoned it, and others have held strong to it. But it's probably just a situational item in the end of the day. And this is a situation where they're trying to delay things, try and get like single target pickoffs, trying to punish them if they ever split up. So theoretically, the Spinner Snare should help with that.
I mean, the other thing about it that's kind of cool is that considering their lineup and they're just trying to keep people stuck in the Wukong's command, right? Again, you lay out these little like lines of death that root people for 4 seconds. If you can keep them stuck, there's some hope there, right? Where you can potentially keep people stuck in the arena.
Unfortunately, it takes a long time to come online, and there are BKBs.
Yeah, and that's also the tier 3 tower that's just dead. And now they're going in for the racks. They go forward all the way onto GPK, trying to blow her up, and gonna get the kill onto Lina, but can they do it again? Krad backing away. DM just comes in and punches him right in the face. The blink out afterwards, and DM pops BKB. Wukong's command is already down. And Pure, not willing to give up yet, keeps on punching these racks. They don't have an answer. Everything's used. It's done.
Yeah, there's a reason why the old Brood, she tends to be a bit of a cheesy one, a little one-dimensional, and unfortunately, this was the multiverse where Brood did not do quite enough.
The Dota cinematic universe.
I need more dimensions, I need Oracle here to tell me how many futures there were where Petashara wins this game. I don't think we're in one of them.
just one.
There was one, and we did not get it.
Oh. Dr.
Well, not
Strange.
yet, at least. That would be really crazy.
Oh, wait a minute.
GPK?
Wait a minute. Tries to back away. Trent, it's always darkest right before dawn. Is this MindGames dawn? Will it happen? You gotta run away first, Hakoda. Get that kill. Can they get him? All heroes surrounded and taking down that pesky Bane.
I feel like
Start
Yamich
something great.
needs to just go Ags. I'd love to see that, please, Yamich. I mean, you got 1,300 gold. You can make your way there. You got Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, sure.
Buy that point booster. Come on, right now, Yamich. Come on. He's like, I don't have enough time to buy Ags. This game's going to end too fast.
Right.
Try his main thought process.
Slayer, if he could get to a Heaven's Halberd, that'd be really nice on the Death Prophet. I mean, so much of this damage just coming from these like ranged right clickers.
Yeah.
So difficult to deal with.
He's been trying.
Yeah.
Oh, great. The knockback headshot now.
Oh,
Plus
it's
28.
the worst.
Yep.
God, I hate Sniper so much. This hero, I swear.
It's like your most hated hero when you first start playing and forever after.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
eventually you kind of learn a lot about other heroes and like how to counter them, and then Sniper's just like, yeah, it's still just really annoying Sniper.
The 6.83 patch was just, it did too much to me there, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know. We're all broken. Oh, ho,
Oh, look out. Medoshara in some trouble. Found and killed. And they finally have the Aghanim Scepter done on the Broodmother. Fortunately, Brood is dead. Gonna be back alive in 45 seconds. But they might keep the pressure going. Actually, just on the other end of it. GPK TP didn't just kill them. Takes down the Rax. That was a DD.
Yeah,
wow.
while losing the tier 2, a 14k lead with 14 kills.
Okay. Buyback Pugna. Potentially one last hurrah here. MindGames, can they take the fight without GPK nearby? This is the only chance that I feel like they've got. But GPK is coming to join them now.
All right. Hakoda's going to have the sickest Nightmare save ever. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Jump in. Stun. Slayer needs a Nightmare save. But only Bignum is nearby. Let's heal her back up, though.
I thought he was going to make a play. He's not making the play. He's just sitting in a Shadow Amulet. But it's super sick. Run away!
Very strong.
He was under a ward. I think they must have seen him go invis. Oh, actually, he was invis before the ward got placed. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Monkey King going just for cheap damage right now, just to try and come online. They are placing down those spinner snares now. Pedishara throwing out several all across the map.
Do they appear on the map? I thought they did. I don't see any, though.
Yeah, they do, but I'm not seeing them in the Fog of War, I think, is what's going on.
Oh, yeah. I thought they made like... Oh, yeah, you're right. You can't actually see the Fog of War. That's what it is. I thought they made little mini-map icons, too.
They might for the team that's playing, potentially.
Yeah, they probably do, yeah.
Yeah. Couple little bugs for an item that, you know, is not
Oh, for a bug.
very cool.
You know, that's understandable.
Yeah, I like it. Pure's about to get hit by it.
Actually, she's not a bug. She's an arachnid.
That's a bug.
That's an
It's
insect,
not an
I think.
insect.
I know. But people love that. Yeah, isn't bug the origin of the word demon in like Latin or something?
You're bugging me, Trent. That's what I got to say. Sorry.
Well, we're both bugged right now. They've got our audio. They're sending it
so
to
mean.
thousands.
That's right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Dude, look at these roots come out. They caught him.
Aha.
Oh, they're keeping Hakoda stuck.
Is he actually
Where are
dead?
you going to go?
The spider's
Oh,
keeping
the
over the
spiders
trees.
are coming, but the Shadow Amulet.
No, the counter.
Dude. Oh, another root. They keep on laying him down. What you going to do? And now Spinner Snare's on cooldown. Oh, no. It's only 20-second charge restore time.
Dino, though, trying to prep for something. Team was coming, but they'll be too late.
No one hurts. Love to be able to farm up on this Monkey King a little bit more. Pure.
Pure left behind?
Concussive grenade backs away. Image gets some wards down. Oh, my games have to run. There's no way you can take this fight under vision.
Yeah, let's see the warden run away.
But 2 minutes until Roche is capable of going to respond. Jump in, stun, done. Image dead. DM, has he overextended a little bit now? Gonna TP away. So they get back on the map for MindGames.
Oh, man, they have to check Roche because, like, Chow Demon's dead. He actually doesn't have buyback, but I don't even know if they could take it if it was up, but it's a pretty long spawn. It was not instant.
Yeah.
So they're still going to have to wait it out.
The annoying thing also is that they have such good ability to check if Roche is being taken or if it's up with the sniper.
Yeah.
Shrapnel's so good for that. Buildings hitting by creeps. The bottom tier 4 towers as GPK Dude, just blows him up again. Oh, man. And now Slayer. I mean, he's also going to be in trouble here, potentially. They walk forward, get the stun off. LSA and going to get the kill. Monkey King dead. Mars dead. Slayer popping the exorcism, but there is nothing left. No salvation, no hope, no dream. As MindGames are going to lose absolutely everybody, one by one by one. Oh, it feels bad.
It really does. It's too much at this point. Their game plan not able to be achieved. And he's right back in the base now. GPK just heads in with the bots. And not messing around. It's actually going in for the death. He's like, yeah, I'm
Nice.
finished. Get me out of this game.
Oh,
Gotta go have
ready
some
to go.
pubs.
Big plays there, and they are going to keep the beatdown going, finishing off the tier 4 towers, and GG is called. Outsiders continue on in this tournament, and MindGames definitely gonna need to go and look for some answers. Tough stuff.
Not able to bring it back like they did yesterday. They hit some impressive games. Fought back some big deficits, but this time Outsiders able to hold on, tried and true through both of these here. Very impressive. I guess to be fair, they actually kind of had their lead in game 1 too. So MindGames even didn't like yesterday. They got crushed really hard in their first game, and then they sort of rallied and figured out for game 2 and game 3. But this time maybe just starting off a little too well. They didn't have that same like comeback in their brain of just instead of getting crushed game 1, they actually kind of lost a potential victory.
Yeah, I agree. And that's sort of a weird situation. And I think that to me, the standout players have really been DM and GPK. I feel like GPK in the last 2 games has looked absolutely terrifying on mid. That hero player combo is just so good. The thing that stands out that's funny in this game is that the hero with the most damage on MindGames was the Pugna, just the ward. Like the spells that Outsiders were throwing ended up being the thing that did the most damage to themselves.
That's not surprising,
True.
considering the state of that game for MindGames. So I admire going for the Brood, trying it out. I'm sure they knew it probably wasn't perfect, but if they were able to execute, it would have been great. But Outsiders were prepped. You saw that the way that they played around it. They took the sniper out early, didn't allow him to follow that initial gank off the level 6 of the Brood, and they didn't necessarily overcommit on MindGames into that tier 2 like maybe they should have. Maybe they should have tried to pressure that a little bit harder to break up some more map control. But the itemization, even though they're just standard stuff, like getting the blink on the DK and getting the bots on the Lina, it shuts down a lot of how you want to do this playstyle with the Brood and then like the ganking Mars and everything. So just great prep, good execution there from Outsiders, and I think clearly looking like the better team here.
Absolutely. Well, still a ton more Dota to be played, particularly today. We've got some great matches coming up. Team Spirit facing off against Hellraisers is going to be huge. And then, of course, CIS Rejects versus PuckChamp. You can take a look real quickly at the matches that are coming up today. And most importantly, the bracket. We have finished the upper side. Bet Boom versus Outsiders, going to be that big upper bracket final matchup to decide one of the teams that's going to be going through to the major. And then, of course, a lot of work still to be done on the bottom side of the bracket here, figuring out who's going what and where and why. It is going to be CIS Rejects versus PuckChamp. The winner of that series is going to go on to face Na'Vi, and then Team Spirit versus Hellraisers. Actually, the switch around is how it goes. Is going to be the other match to be played later on today. And I think that the Team Spirit versus Hellraisers matchup is the next one that we've got coming up. Trent, how you feeling about that one?
Ooh, that's a bit spicy.
Yeah.
As I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if you lose that, you are relegated, right? I'm not crazy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Relegated Div 2, and 2 of the top teams in the region. Shocking.
Yeah, not what we expected coming into this. Obviously, a lot of players maybe not in their finest forms, have been on like break for a while for Dota. So I hope they're able to clutch it up there, and I'm sure everyone's just expecting like what's going to happen to the TI champs. Is it possible they're going to get relegated? Is that where your story goes from here, Team Spirit?
I mean, I really believe like if there's, I think a lot of people that may have missed the regional finals last year for EEU, but this team of Hellraisers has been so good. They've been the only team that I feel like has at times really tested Team Spirit, and there's a chance. I think they've got a shot at it, which would be wild.
Them and PuckChamp, who are both down below. So
yes. Kind of crazy. All right, well, we'll see what ends up happening. For now, we've got a little bit of a break before the next series, so stay tuned for more of that action to come in just a little bit as we get ready for the next series, Hellraisers versus Team Spirit.